Hello Capricorn, welcome to December, the last month of the year, and what a year it's been. So what's this year been about? Liberation, empowerment, freedom, and that means change. Now, if you have been living a life where you are completely empowered, really free, living the dream, then you'll have had an easy year. Because you'll have done the work in a previous decade or a previous year. But for most of us, this year has been bringing us up out of restrictions. So if we're in a controlling relationship, that's got to go. If we're in a job that it disempowers us, doesn't hear us, it's got to go. Or we change our attitudes so that we take our power to make the job work for us. Same thing with the relationships, not necessarily got to go, but we change the dynamics, the balance within the relationship. Everything this year has been to bring you to where you are now. And it's the last month, because next year we move into a completely different energy in January. So what's left to be done, what T's need to be crossed, what I's need to be dotted. That's the Seven of Cups and the Magician there. We'll have a little look at them in a minute. We have choices, we have manifesting, we have power, we have love, the lovers, romance, relationships, connections with yourself, with others. There are two major arcana cards out of three there. Let's see what else is going on for you before we look at the cards. What else do you want to tell Capricorn, please? Okay, there's the Two of Pentacles. He's been out, I think, in 3/4 of the readings. It's all about balance. Where is our balance off? Where is it out? Where are we prioritizing the wrong things? You're looking at that this month. Prioritizing, bringing in balance. Now, December is the month for Christmas for those of us who celebrate it, and I know you don't all, because I've got a lot of followers in India and the Far East who don't link with Christmas at all, but it is an energy that is, you see, when there's a collective energy and millions of people all focusing on the same thing, it does influence the whole collective consciousness, the collective energy. So the energy in December is about giving, receiving, family, forgiveness, closeness, tolerance. This is what they're giving me for you. Okay, and there's the Queen of Cups coming in with, I'm feeling an offer. And I know the Queen isn't normally about offers, but I feel that this is somebody, there's one on the floor, hold on, offering to take away your burdens, offering to make life easier for you. I want one more and then we'll look at these cards together. New deck. It's the Gilded Tarot still, but it's a brand new deck. Lovely, fresh energy. Feels good. Okay, Two of Cups. Okay, we've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Lovers, we've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the Magician, we've got the Seven of Cups. A lot of cups going on here. The Two of Pentacles, which is about balance. All right, these are all linked. Okay, so let's have a look where we're going. I want to go with these three at the moment. So let's talk about relationships for a moment. Now, those of you that are single, those of us that are single, this is a time in December of being able to connect the Two of Cups and the Lovers with the Queen. I said when the Queen came out, I feel an offer here, even though the Queen isn't normally the offer. But it is a sense of you've done the work this year to step up into who you truly are, to step into your Queen energy, to step into what makes me happy. I deserve to be happy, drawing that happiness to you. So for those of you who are single, there is an offer that can potentially come in for some of you in December. If you're aligned with loving yourself, caring for yourself, respecting yourself, and open to a relationship, then this is the time where that offer can come in. Now, the fact we've got the Seven of Cups here says that for some of you, lucky people, there could be more than one offer. So, you know, this is a time in December where there's a lot of events, family parties, friends having parties, events that socially, where we're more likely to be open to meeting somebody new. And if you have the opportunity to go to any of these places, go, because the stars are lining up for you to allow that love to come in. Now, you guys know I don't really do love readings. There's many people out there who do, but this is an energy coming through for some of you who are single to say there are opportunities here, there are options here for love to come in. Now let's talk about those of you who are already coupled up, because this applies to all relationships. So those of you already in a couple, and indeed those of you who are single not looking for love, this is about strengthening your connection with your significant other or with yourself. It can also be about bringing in the love for what you do for a living. Even though this isn't career, I don't really see my job as a career. It is, it's what pays the bills. But I love my job. I'm connected to it from my heart. It feels like a relationship, my job, okay? My relationship with my clients, with you guys watching me on YouTube. This is my relationship and it comes from the heart. But we are allowing this love of what we do and our love of our connections with people to shine through, so that we're connecting with people in a different way. All right, that old guarded what they want, what's their agenda, that has been falling away through the year. All right, because yes, there are people with agendas. Yes, there are people we need to be guarded against. But rather than viewing the whole world like that, we're now much more selective about bringing in that energy of mistrust. Now it's more that we are coming from the heart and being open in our communications, in our relationships, and being guarded where we need to, bringing the guardedness in rather than it being there automatically. Do you know what I mean? So there is a real deepening of connections here. And also, so many of you have worked on you this year. You've built a relationship with yourself. You've got to know the real you. You have learned self-love, self-worth, self-appreciation. I deserve, I am worthy. That's all the work that you've been doing this year. And that is strengthening up this beautiful relationship with yourself. And when we have a good relationship with ourselves like that, it shines out. It shines out from us and around us. And if we are open to a new relationship, that encourages that to come into us as the magnet, because we're a magnet to everything. So what else do I want to say about these cards? I want to stay with the Queen for a minute in the middle here. So the Queen, she knows who she is. She can be a little over emotional at times, but she comes from her heart, and she comes with feeling, with connection, with a sense of, I still keep seeing this offer of her offering that cup to you, saying, drink from my cup and know my happiness. I want to share my happiness with you. There is a real sense here of us coming into a lovely sense of connection and happiness this month with ourselves. And this enables this 10 of Wands, which is hard work and burden. When we have the love and we come from the heart, life is easier. It just is. We've got the same bills, the same responsibilities, the same shit going on, but we just feel better in ourselves. So it doesn't feel, those responsibilities, such a burden. They feel more of a blessing. I've got all those bills because I've got a home. I'm lucky I've got a home. I've got that debt on the car because I've got a lovely car to drive. So we're sort of coming from the heart where the same stuff is there, but we're looking at it in a different way. Now, all of this is about bringing in balance. We've got this Two of Pentacles, which is saying we want to harmonize our life up. Okay, we want harmony in our relationships, we want harmony in our finances, we want harmony in our attitudes and perspectives. So that, as I said there, we have the same burdens, but we don't see them as a burden. We don't see them as, oh my God, I'm carrying the weight of the world on its shoulders. We feel blessed. Okay, so those of you that have been struggling It just feels December is the time where you just let it go, where you just say, do you know what, none of that really matters. I don't know what I was getting wound up about. It doesn't matter. Okay, and it is a change in perspective. I almost want to see the Hangman here, which is about looking at things in a different way. But the Two of Pentacles is kind of doing that for you, saying weigh it all up, weigh it up. Is it really that much of a hardship? And if it is, change it. And if it's not, then embrace it. What else have we got going on here? We've got the Magician here with the Seven of Cups. These two go very well together, because the Magician is you stepping into your creative power to magic up the life that you want, to magic away the difficulties. Okay, now they don't literally disappear with magic and a puff. That would be nice if they did, but as we step into the Magician power and say, actually, that's too much like hard work, I want that to go. So that may be your job. And you say, yeah, but I want another job first. Thank you very much. Okay. That we start to bring in the balance and give ourselves choices. So there are this power that you step in gives these choices. So as you step into your Magician power, sorry about the glare on the screen, guys, it's the light behind it because it's quite dark in here now. As you step into your Magician power, what choices do I want to make? What choices do I want to have? If I'm looking for a new relationship, let's bring in the right person for me. Let's bring in the right job for me. As I start looking for a job, I'm going to find there's more than one out there. Which one do I feel aligned with? Which one feels right for me? If I'm single and I start going to parties, I start joining a dating site, there's going to be more than one offer coming at me. Which is right for me? Which one is right for me? Which one do I choose? And what we want to do is choose from the heart. This is all about from the heart. So which one fills my heart with joy? Which one feels right inside me? Which one is going to align me with love? Really loving my job, loving my life, loving my career, loving my partner, loving me. Which one is going to line up? All right, you have the Magician here. You're the only one that's had this, and I've only got one more reading left to do. You have this amazing power to connect and manifest and create whatever you choose, because you've got 7 opportunities here to put in those cups what you want to put in. Let's have a look at the Lenormand Tarot now. I want to add these cards in. You haven't seen me use these cards before because I haven't used them before. I've had them since March, but it didn't feel right to use them until yesterday. I was meditating and my angel said, get those cards out. It's time for them to come in now. So here they are. So these are, the link is below if you like these cards. They are the same artist as the Gilded Tarot, Ciro Marchetti. So we've got this one for you. Let's have a look. What have we got here? So this is mouse energy. So mouse 23 adds up to 5. This is change. Okay, so hang on. That's not right. It's 23. Okay. It tends to be about looking at the detail and looking at what is gnawing away at you. What is destructive? What is damaging that which you are trying to build? All right. Now, when I relate it to these other cards, I'm particularly drawn to the Lover's card. All right. This mouse, you see, he's only little, you don't really notice him, but he's in the background, gnawing holes in everything so that we have got constant leaking. Everything's leaking out. We build it and there's a hole there and it leaks out. So mouse is quite a destructive energy in a very subtle way. And I'm feeling this is related to the Lover's card. And this is about our self-love, our self-worth. So what I'm feeling with these, that what this is meaning for you, my darlings, is that you've been working hard, using your Magician power, building up what it is you want to create. And then mouse comes along, gnaws a hole in it, and it kind of goes away. All right, so what's going on with this? So if you've been building up your self-esteem, and starting to really believe I am worthy, I am deserving, I'm ready, I deserve more. All right, mouse comes along with those nah, you're wasting your time, it's always been shit, it always will be shit, don't know why you're bothering. Right, those doubts start gnawing away at that esteem you're trying to build. Same thing with a relationship, you know, that you're building, you're working hard to build something solid and strong in this relationship, and mouse comes away gnawing at it with little doubts and fears and insecurities. Yeah, so we don't want that mouse energy. How can we deal with that mouse, please? We're going to use that magician power. All right, so be aware that we all have those gnawing doubts. That was the 6, the clouds that came out there. We all have doubts from time to time. It's, do we allow those doubts to control us, spoil things, sabotage things? Those self-sabotaging things that say, well, I try and create, but I'm not very good at it. Or, you know, I believe in it for a whole 5 minutes and then I don't believe again. All right, which obviously cancels out anything you're trying to manifest as soon as the doubts come in. So let's have a look at this. I want that one as well. Oh, good. Okay. So that's the stork. All right. The stork is a gift. It's news. It's new birth, new growth, promotions. It's positive, it's powerful, and it's coming on the back of this 6. So let's just have a look at this. So clouds. Yeah, see, clouds are those doubts, the conflict in our head, the doubts and the fears, the ifs and the buts and the maybes that come in. And this is why I was saying, how can we clear mouse, right? That what came out was the 6, which is, yeah, mouse is there gnawing away with those little doubts that you're wasting your time trying to manifest anything. You're wasting your time trying to find love. You're wasting your time trying to give yourself choices. No, you're not. You are not. Don't let those doubts get in the way. So we want to use the stork. Okay, let's talk about stork. So stork, promotions, upgrades, improvements, babies, moving home. It's all about creating something new. The stork is kind of bringing the gift of what you have created. All right? It didn't create it. You created it. The stork kind of represents the universe, bringing you the abundance that you've been creating with that magician. Okay? You are the magician. You are the magician. Comment that below. I am the magician. I am the creator. All right, you are creating, you're building, and we don't want to let mouse and doubts gnaw away at the new belief that is growing inside you. And that new belief is what you're creating your life out of. This is where your creativity comes. This is where your desires and dreams and aspirations come. And it's all there for you. It's there for you. But we need to master those doubts. Okay? Now, anything else I want to add? Yeah, angel cards want to say something. Let's see what the angels want to add. What else do you want to tell Aquarius, please? Sorry, Capricorn. What else do we want to tell Capricorn? Okay, he's upside down. All right. Now, I don't read these cards upside down, but I'm going to in this case. So, some of you are not seeing the blessings where they are. And so everything is a blessing, right? Even that damn mouse gnawing away is a blessing, because what it does is enables us to shore up our faith, all right? Not let those doubts get in, to sort out our self-sabotaging behavior so that it doesn't keep a grip. So everything is a blessing. So when you're seeing and looking at the difficulties and challenges and the doubts and the fears and the buts and the ifs, just say there's a blessing in here, because it's enabling me to rise above them and take control of my life and enable it to move forward the way I choose. All right, my darlings, I hope that has helped. I will hope to see you on the dailies and the weeklies, and if not, I'll see you next month in January. You take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.